morning, ladies and gentlemen. We have one matter on the docket today, and that is the Austin versus State of Tennessee case. We have several motions set for today. The first motion that we will take up is a motion to dismiss. Attorneys, are you ready on the motion?
The danger in this case is that not only in this case, but in other cases, if this court were to entertain jurisdiction of it in an ongoing criminal case, for example, there are several problems. One is, in order to determine whether or not the plaintiff has any rights under that immunity agreement, there has to be witnesses that come in here. And essentially, the state's got to put its case on for example, in order for you to determine whether or not what evidence the state has in this ongoing investigation justifies the state's determination that the plaintiff was not fulfilling his obligations under the agreement. The problem with that is, and it would be a problem in this case and any case, is that the premature release of that type of evidence, the identity of witnesses, perhaps the location of evidence, and other issues, while an investigation is ongoing, as a matter of public policy, is an unreasonable risk to the prosecution of criminal cases.
Here's the problem, and that is the state, you stood up here today, just like they did in their motion, and they're trying to confuse the issue here. He talks about the discretion of the state, and what he wants this court to do, inevitably, is to say, oh, you're the state, and the state can do whatever they want to whomever they want, and they can trample on whichever constitutional right they choose when they choose to do it. Unfortunately, that's not what the Constitution guarantees. And it's up to this court to provide the remedy. Because he does not have an adequate remedy in circuit court immunity agreements, or where a chancery court can entertain a cause of action under breach of contract is in the context of a criminal case. Those are his words. Where's the criminal case? There is no pending criminal case. There is no other court. There's not a pending criminal case against Shayne Austin. There's no other court with jurisdiction. The criminal court has no jurisdiction over this matter. The chancery court does. And what the state's asking you to do, Your Honor, is be complicit in their illegality. They're asking you to, because they're in the state of Tennessee, to stand back and watch constitutional rights be trampled.
Jurisdiction of declaratory judgments are governed by TCA 2914-102, which states that the court has the authority to entertain such cases within its area of jurisdiction. The plaintiff asserts that this is not a matter of jurisdiction, but this court believes otherwise. This suit involves the interpretation of a purported contract, the outcome of which may affect criminal proceedings, and his basis lies in criminal law. Law is outside of the authority of this court. This court is not willing to assume jurisdiction over a matter over which it has not been given specific legal authority. Based upon the foregoing, this court finds that it does not have subject matter jurisdiction over this case, and is left with no alternative pursuant to case law and the statutes of the state but to transfer this case to the Circuit Court of Decatur County, Tennessee for all further proceedings.